1756. Europe was at peace in name only. Across the continent, armies were already preparing for another war. Diplomats were redrawing alliances, and the settlement that had ended the War of the Austrian Succession was beginning to look less like a peace and more like a pause. At the center of the problem was Silesia. A wealthy and strategically important province of the Habsburg monarchy, Silesia had been seized by Prussia under Frederick II during the War of the Austrian Succession. Maria Theresa, the Austrian ruler who had fought to preserve her inheritance, had been forced to accept its loss in the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle in 1748, but Austria had never truly accepted the settlement. For Frederick, Silesia had transformed Prussia. It had given his kingdom greater wealth, population, and influence, but it had also created a powerful enemy determined to reverse his gains. By the middle of the 1750s, Austria was not alone. Russia regarded the growing power of Prussia with increasing suspicion. France, traditionally an enemy of Austria, had its own reasons to oppose the Prussian king. And Britain, whose interests were increasingly tied to protecting Hanover and confronting France overseas, was searching for a reliable continental partner. The old diplomatic order was beginning to collapse. For centuries, Britain and Austria had often found themselves on the same side of European wars. France and Austria had spent generations as bitter rivals. Now, that was changing. In January 1756, Britain and Prussia signed the Convention of Westminster. Britain wanted to prevent a foreign army from entering Hanover, the electorate ruled by Britain's king, George II. Frederick wanted to prevent Saxony and other German states from becoming a base for an Austrian or French attack. The agreement was defensive on paper, but diplomatically, it was revolutionary. Britain was moving closer to Prussia, while Austria was turning toward France. In May, France and Austria formalized their new relationship through the First Treaty of Versailles. The alliance that followed was astonishing to contemporaries. Two traditional enemies were now preparing to cooperate against Prussia. Russia was also moving into the anti-Prussian camp.